The 2025 Saudi Arabian Grand Prix was set to be a thrilling duel between Max Verstappen and Oscar Piastri. The tension was palpable as the lights went out, signaling the start of the race. Verstappen, starting from pole position, had a fight on his hands. Piastri, starting alongside him, had a lightning start. He surged ahead into the first corner. Verstappen, determined to hold on to his lead, battled hard. As the two cars went wheel to wheel, Verstappen's car went off track. He rejoined the circuit but had cut the corner in the process. This maneuver, deemed to have given him a lasting advantage, caught the attention of the stewards. They announced an investigation into the incident. The stewards deliberated, reviewing footage and telemetry data. They ultimately decided that Verstappen had gained an advantage by exceeding track limits. A 5-second time penalty was imposed, casting a shadow over Verstappen's race. The 5-second penalty, while seemingly small, had significant implications. It dropped Verstappen down to second place behind Piastri. The decision sparked immediate controversy. Red Bull Racing, Verstappen's team, argued that the penalty was harsh. They felt that Verstappen had been forced off track and had gained no real advantage. The FIA, however, was resolute in its decision. They pointed to the regulations that state drivers must stay within track limits. They argued that Verstappen had exceeded these limits and gained an advantage as a result. Adding fuel to the fire was the fact that this incident occurred on the very first lap. Some argued that a more lenient approach should be taken in the opening stages of a race. They felt that drivers should be given more leeway to battle for position. Verstappen's reaction to the penalty was one of frustration. He felt that he had been unfairly penalized. However, he was limited in what he could say publicly. The FIA had recently introduced strict new rules regarding driver conduct. These rules prohibited drivers from making any comments that could be seen as criticizing the FIA, its officials, or its decisions. Red Bull team principal Christian Horner, known for his outspoken nature, was also restricted in his comments. He carefully worded his response, expressing disappointment with the decision without directly criticizing the FIA. The new rules had effectively muzzled teams and drivers, preventing them from expressing their opinions freely. The penalty had a significant impact on the championship standings. Verstappen, who had been leading the race, lost valuable points. He slipped down the order and now faced an uphill battle to reclaim the championship lead. The 2025 Saudi Arabian Grand Prix highlighted the FIA's increasingly strict approach to enforcing regulations and controlling the narrative. The new rules regarding driver conduct, while well-intentioned, had stifled open discussion and debate. The incident also raised questions about the consistency of penalties and the FIA's willingness to engage in dialogue with teams and drivers. The lack of transparency and the restrictions on free speech had created an environment of uncertainty and frustration. As the season progressed, it remained to be seen how these new dynamics would play out. One thing was certain: the relationship between the FIA, teams and drivers had entered a new and delicate phase.